Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the USC Trojans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Hagan. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, first down.
Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ryan. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ryan. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Martin. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They just keep firing. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Buying some time. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
On the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So now on comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Fair catch, called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Unloads quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets the first himself. At the 35, he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on fourth down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. from 56 yards out. What a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer.
There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. Can they catch him? Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. It's complete to the right. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Makes the grab on the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. What a sweet catch and run. The big fullback lowering those pads and getting the steamroller going.
And let me tell you something, Reese. When you see that guy in the open field, it becomes business decision time. Like, where do I want to hit the big fella? Because he's built like a tank, and he's looking to run people over.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the option. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Mayava. That's reeled in. It's Strachan.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. The Trojans have a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football. And the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He wants to throw it again. Got a man, it's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. BYU lines up quickly.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. The sure hands, it's Roberts. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hagan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Erickson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And this offense, man, they're just desperate. Like late in the football game, you're down. They've got to push the ball down the field. They've got to find some explosive plays. And they found one, Jesse, but for the defense.
The 4 verticals has a better chance of working earlier in the game when it's close, but when you're trailing by a lot and the defense knows you have to throw it, just sending 4 guys running in a straight line down the field, oftentimes not a tremendous play call.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Bounced off his feet.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They're still firing away even with this lead. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings.